Alright, what's good, y'all? We got another custom tactics video. These are 4-2-3-1 tactics, the ones that I used in the first qualifier for FIFA 21, and I did very well. I finished top 12. So this is like the thing you want to start out with, and you might even play the whole game with it. That's what I usually do for the most part. I have attacking tactics and I have defensive tactics. Actually, I don't really have defensive tactics. I just have attacking ones whenever I'm losing. But defensively, this should do you well. You got balance. You leave this on 5-5. You leave everything. You can put the corners down 1 if you want, and the free kicks. But I like it like this, right? 4-2-3-1. You want to play like your strongest guy, your target man at striker. So, you know, you would think I'd put Cristiano up there, but no. I think I would put Mbappe up there because he's strong, right? And I can't put him on the wing because he can't cross, right? You want guys who can cross on the wing, right? Because the R1, I talked about this in the last tactics video, but the R1 square crossing is very overpowered. You have a guy back post that's kind of ahead of the defender, but he's still onside. You want to R1 square that, and he'll pretty much put it in every single time. But I would never put Mbappe in on the wing, right? You want guys who can cross. So I would put Ronaldo there, believe it or not. Even though he's a tall guy, like a tall, strong guy, like you still want him on the wing because he can cross the ball, right? And Neymar definitely is playing DM, so we're gonna move him. Bruno could play cam if you wanted to. So you usually want defensive mids who are very strong defensively. Like Bruno, if I was using the 4-2-3-1 mainly, I probably wouldn't have Bruno here. I'd probably have someone like a Vieira or someone else who's more defensive minded, because Bruno likes to sprint up the pitch and do all this crazy shit. And if you have someone who's more defensive minded back here, it's a very like strong defensive formation, right? Neymar is like probably one of the best cams you can get for this formation. Garrincha could sprint down the wing. Obviously, you want fast wingers. You know, you want fast fucking fullbacks. So you could put comeback on defense on your cams. A lot of people do that. You can also put get into box for cross, right? Because it makes him, you know, do these crazy ass runs into the box. I don't do that, but it definitely does something. And over here, want him always on stay back. Cut passing lanes. I used to do this, and sometimes they kind of sprint out of position. So maybe just leave them like that. Stay back, cover center, stay back, cover center. Sometimes you want him to man mark, sometimes you want him to not. So just leave it balanced. But you can put it on cut passing lanes. I used to do that. You want your fullbacks on stay back. And really that's it for the main shit you're going to be using. This is basically the same thing as my last video. So what you want to have here is you want to have constant pressure. And this is for like when you're really down, right? This is like the super attacking one. Then I'll go into like the light attacking one. I probably should have done that one first, but fuck, we're doing this one. Put the constant pressure on. Leave the width like the same. Push your depth up so they do automatic offside traps. So you don't have to do them. They just kind of sprint up and get the other team offside. Sometimes it can fuck you over, like I said in the last video, but you know, it's worth it, right? If you're down by that much. Long ball, your players make stupid runs in behind and all this bullshit. You can up the corners. You really want everyone getting forward here. I mean, you don't really have to do much here. You just leave these guys unbalanced when you're doing this, and make sure your fullbacks are unbalanced. And that's it, really, for the ultra attacking. The attacking shit, press after possession loss, right? You don't want to go constant pressure. Like, this is when you're down, like, by 2 goals with, like, 20 minutes to spare. You kind of want to put a little bit more pressure and get the ball back. Keep the width the same. Get the depth pushed up a little bit to get those offside traps. Keep the offense balanced. You know what I mean? You don't want to go too crazy. You could put on long ball. I don't really doing that when I'm only down 2. My players are all out of position, but you know how you're supposed to set it up. I told you in the first one. And you could put one of these guys on balance. So in this case, obviously Grinch is not playing DM. I would put Renato here. But in this case, you want Bruno on balance. You want one of your better defensive mids attacking. You want him on balance. So now you have a ton of guys in the attack, and you could possibly score another goal. And then leave your fullbacks unbalanced. But I think it's going to be it for the tactics. There's really much more I want to go over. The 4-2-3-1 is a pretty simple formation. You know, these DMs do a lot for you. They're kind of the main part of the formation. So if you can control these guys correctly, like, you'll win a ton of games. But yeah, that's about it. If you enjoyed, leave a like, sub the channel, and peace.